Chen Moonves discusses Rachel Reilly's shocking exit from Big Brother 27. Chen Moonves weighed in on Rachel Reilly's shocking Big Brother 27 exit during her weekly Entertainment Weekly chat. Reilly, a fan favorite from seasons 12 and 13, had returned as a veteran but found herself blindsided by the hamster wheel challenge. Her send-off stunned both fans and houseguests since she was thriving socially instead of leaning on her old reputation as a comp beast. The twist came when she jumped into a maze challenge of her own choice, showing her fearless streak but paying the price for it. Chen Moonves praised Reilly's decision to compete rather than play it safe. The host emphasized that Reilly's allies selected her for the challenge because they believed in her abilities, creating a different dynamic than her previous seasons, where she felt constant pressure to prove herself. Despite the elimination from Big Brother, Chen Moonves called Reilly more of a legend than ever for showcasing her improved social gameplay. The interview also covered other houseguests, including Will's emotional goodbye, Keanu's competition dominance, and Vince's risky alliance strategy with both Lauren and Morgan. Chen Moonves discusses recent events from Big Brother 27, including Rachel's departure. Chen Moonves explained that Reilly couldn't resist volunteering for the maze challenge due to her competitive nature. She described the veteran player as the opposite of a floater who always plays aggressively. The host noted that Reilly's allies chose her because they believed she could succeed. This support differed from her previous seasons, where she felt pressure to constantly prove doubters wrong. Chen Moonves praised Reilly for demonstrating excellent social gameplay this season. She emphasized that the elimination doesn't diminish Reilly's legendary status in Big Brother history. The host expressed how Will's tearful pre-vote speech touched her heart. His emotional moment revealed the genuine bonds formed between houseguests despite their differences. Chen Moonves noted that Will often complained about having little in common with other contestants. He frequently criticized what he called mind-numbing detailed conversations with fellow players. However, his departure speech showed that he ultimately loved all his housemates. The host found it touching to witness these authentic connections despite surface-level disagreements. Chen Moonves believes Keanu can maintain his winning streak until the finale night despite being the house's primary target. She compared his situation to previous underdog winners like Taylor, Rachel, and Josh. The Big Brother host acknowledged that contestants without season-long alliance support can still claim victory. Keanu's impressive competition resume gives him strong arguments for deserving the win. His ability to win crucial challenges while facing constant elimination threats demonstrates the kind of gameplay that can succeed in Big Brother's final stages. What does Chen Moonves think about Vince's strategy? The Big Brother host addressed Vince's dangerous game of convincing both Lauren and Morgan that they're his top allies. Chen Moonves suggested this strategy could backfire if he's forced to choose sides. She described Vince as too clever to get blood on his hands and skilled at having others do his dirty work. His ability to tell people what they want to hear while appearing innocent has served him well. Vince immediately proved himself to be untrustworthy during week 1 when he was HOH and broke his promise to Ashley that he wouldn't nominate her. He's since continued to make shady moves against his allies, but he's very successful at manipulating people emotionally and convincing them to forgive him. 2 weeks ago, when Keanu was HOH, he grew tired of Vince being the reason that their allies, including Adrian Rocha, Riley Jeffries, and Catherine Woodman, were evicted, so he nominated him to teach him a lesson. However, Keanu soon decided that he didn't want Vince to go home. The following week, Vince chose Lauren over the Judges' Alliance, which indirectly led to Rachel being eliminated during the White Locust Resort twist. Vince must now decide which side of the house he wants to work with, or he could walk out the door on double eviction night. Morgan, Ashley, and Keanu want Vince to nominate Lauren. They are 3 powerful players. When Lauren named Keanu as her replacement nominee during her Week 9 HOH reign, she burned any bridge that she had with him. Keanu now wants Vince to nominate Lauren so that they can evict her from the game, but he doesn't know that Vince has a final 2 with her. Morgan and Ashley also want Lauren out of the house, and they're in his Judges' Alliance. Morgan has repeatedly been upset that Vince has chosen Lauren over her in various situations, so, if he keeps her safe again this week against Morgan's wishes, it could be the final straw for her. If Morgan, Keanu, and Ashley decide that they want Vince out of the house during the double eviction, they can easily vote him out, especially because he'll be ineligible to play for HOH. Lauren wants Keanu out of the Big Brother 27 house. Vince could possibly finish what Lauren started. On the other hand, Vince could try to finish what Lauren started, and take out the threat of Keanu this week instead. However, the odds are stacked against Vince succeeding, considering that Keanu has won the power of veto and the BB Blockbuster so many times. It would be very risky for Vince to make an enemy of Keanu again at this point in the game, but he could justify nominating him because Keanu put him on the chopping block just 2 weeks ago. If this were old-school Big Brother, Vince could have backdoored Keanu, but the BB Blockbuster prevents that from happening. Whatever Vince decides, it's time for him to make a choice between the two sides of the house that he's been working with. He can't continue to play both sides so late in the game. Vince's HOH could either be a huge failure or it could get him one step closer to winning the Big Brother 27 $750,000 grand prize. It all depends on which side of the house Vince chooses, and if that decision helps him to survive the upcoming double eviction. Big Brother 27, has the show lost its charm? Details explored. Big Brother 27 has fans and past houseguests buzzing about how different the game feels now. The CBS staple, running for more than 2 decades, used to be all about sneaky deals mixed with some tough challenges. Lately, though, it looks more like a sports tournament than a social experiment. That shift hit hard when Rachel Reilly was suddenly sent packing during the jury stage, a twist that showed just how much the show leans on competitions over clever strategy. Her departure highlighted how competition wins now matter more than strategic alliances or social positioning. Former players and current houseguests have expressed frustration with new twists like AI Arena and BB Blockbuster that prioritize physical victories over mental gameplay. Longtime viewers argue that excessive competition has reduced time for strategic discussions and alliance building. Big Brother used to spend whole episodes showing who whispered to whom and who was plotting in the shadows. Now it feels like every night is a marathon. Players care less about friendships and more about grabbing safety through wins. Some viewers say it is starting to look more like MTV's The Challenge than the sneaky social experiment it was meant to be. What are the implications of Big Brother 27's new format? Modern Big Brother episodes pack competitions into every broadcast segment. Previous seasons allowed head of household competitions after evictions, with power of veto challenges occurring midweek. This schedule provided dedicated time for pure strategy and social interaction. Viewers could follow alliance formations and betrayals through detailed conversations and planning sessions. Current seasons of Big Brother feature AI Arena and BB Blockbuster challenges that dominate episode content. These additions leave less room for the strategic gameplay that built the show's reputation over decades. Current contestants have openly criticized the competition-heavy format during live feed discussions. Ashley Hollis suggested that BB Blockbuster victories should determine the winner entirely. Ava Pearl voiced concerns about diminished social gameplay opportunities. These complaints reflect broader frustration with how the format limits traditional Big Brother strategies. Rachel Reilly expressed disappointment about fellow houseguests avoiding strategic thinking. She felt betrayed when allies failed to collaborate on crucial game decisions during her elimination week. Former winners have joined the criticism of recent format changes. Big Brother Season 3 champion June Song and Season 15 winner Andy Herron called new twists counterproductive to good gameplay. These alumni argue that constant competitions eliminate the social manipulation that made Big Brother compelling. They believe physical challenges should supplement, not replace, strategic elements. The growing list of former player complaints suggests widespread dissatisfaction with the show's current direction among those who understand its original appeal. The importance of true strategy feels diminished with the new format. The classic format of the show required contestants to convince others through social skills and building alliances. Players had to persuade head of household winners to avoid nominations while building long-term relationships. However, the risk of creating angry jury members could ultimately damage his chances if this deception is exposed before the finale. Chen Moonves defended Rachel Reilly's elimination as consistent with her competitive character while celebrating her growth as a social player. The host's insights reveal how veteran players adapt their strategies when returning to the game after many years. Big Brother 27 Week 10 HOH must choose side to survive double eviction. Vince Panaro has won the Big Brother 27 Week 10 Head of Household (HOH) competition, his third of the season, and he now must choose a side if he wants to survive the double eviction on Thursday night. Although the houseguests are currently unaware that the double eviction is this week, with the numbers dwindling and the finale just over 2 weeks away, they have to know that it's coming. The remaining Big Brother 27 houseguests are Vince, Morgan Pope, Ashley Hollis, Keanu Soto, Kelly Jorgensen, Lauren Domingue, and Ava Pearl. Vince began the game with a final 2 alliance with Kelly, which he literally eventually forgot about as he aligned himself with other players in the game, including the judges, Vince, Morgan, Ashley, and the evicted Rachel Reilly and Will Williams, and Keanu Soto. In addition, Vince has a final 2 alliance with Lauren.